Hello! You're probably here because it's time to make sure your business is up to date with the Universal Recycling Ordinance. Completing an annual diversion plan is one of the requirements. Austin Resource Recovery is here to guide you through the submission process. An annual diversion plan is an overview of trash and recycling services in place at commercial and multifamily properties. It also confirms if a property is in compliance with additional requirements. Let's get started. Please grab your trash and recycling service bills or contracts. The plan will ask how many trash and recycling containers are being collected at your property. You can also get this information from your service provider over the phone or via email. Okay, first we need to create your account. To create an account, visit www.austintexas.gov/diversion and click on the green Submit button. This will open a website called Retrack Connect. Create a login and password, then check your email for a link to activate your account. If you already have an account, just click the Login button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Once your account is activated, click the Join button to complete your registration. If you don't see the Join button, click the Programs tab and scroll down until you find Austin Resource Recovery Program and click Details. Next, add your property by entering the name and selecting the property type. Be sure to select the correct type, either multifamily or commercial, to open the correct form. Click Next, add the address information, and save. You can add additional properties now, or click the Go button to start completing your plan. To open the annual diversion plan, find and click the plus sign. Page 1 of the form will cover general property information. Some fields are pre-populated, so no need to make changes there. Next, enter your property ID number. You can find this on letters and postcards sent in the mail by Austin Resource Recovery. If you don't have this, click the link to the appropriate county appraisal district to search for your ID. Select Entire Tax Parcel if you're reporting for all of the buildings located on a property. Select Partial Property if you're a tenant or just reporting for part of a property. Next, answer the questions in the Additional Property Information section. If you checked yes for any of these questions, you only need to answer one question at the top of the next 2 pages of the form, and your plan is complete. If the answer to all of these questions is no, move on to the next section. Provide contact information for the person responsible for the property's recycling program. Next, confirm which materials are being collected for recycling. If you're not collecting all of the materials listed, you will be prompted to request a waiver and provide an explanation. Page 2 of the annual diversion plan outlines on-site trash and recycling services. If you're reporting for a multifamily property, please enter the number of units on site. If you have a service agreement or bill, it will come in handy during this section. Use the tables to report trash and recycling services by either volume or weight. Select the correct collection container volume unit from the drop-down menu, either gallons or cubic yards, and enter how often the containers are picked up. If you don't know this information, get in touch with your service provider. You can also report any other materials you're diverting on this page. Remember, if you're not recycling all 5 required materials, you should be substituting another material. When the collection services section is complete, this section below shows if you've met the capacity requirement. Check to make sure the screen shows you've met the service capacity requirements. Only one of these needs to be green. If your capacities have been entered correctly and meet the minimums that are required, you will see a green summary of compliance at the bottom of the page and should proceed to page 3. If the summary is red, please reach out to Austin Resource Recovery for assistance. Page 3 addresses compliance with the convenience and education requirements of the Universal Recycling Ordinance. You're almost done. This is the last page of the annual diversion plan. Let's start by covering Section 4, Recycling Convenience. Select Yes if there is a recycling container within 25 feet of each trash collection point on your property, like a dumpster, trash chute, or doorstep for valet service. If this is not the case, select No and provide an explanation for a waiver request. If lack of space is the issue, you need to provide additional documentation, like a picture or correspondence from your service provider. Now let's confirm you're meeting the sign and education requirements by selecting Yes or No. From the Education drop-down list, select all the types of recycling program education you are providing on site. You have access to proper sign and educational materials on the Austin Resource Recovery website. If you have any special circumstances or are unable to meet ordinance requirements which haven't already been addressed with a waiver, please complete the General Waiver Request in Section 6. If you would like to give additional details to explain your responses or note concerns, complete Section 7. Complete Section 8 to certify the information you entered is true and you accept responsibility for the validity of the data. Click Submit to Program to finalize your submission. Make sure the annual diversion plan is complete because once you submit it, the plan is locked. If you need to make changes after submitting, call or email the Austin Resource Recovery team to unlock it for you. Congratulations! You just completed this year's annual diversion plan. For any additional information, please visit our Universal Recycling Ordinance webpage. And thank you for doing your part to make Austin a zero-waste city.